Talking about a complement, let the notation P of A be the probability of an event. Probability of a complement is then P of A bar. We can then use those to set up formulas. The sum of the probability of an event plus its complement must also be equal to 1. This is always going to be true whether you're dealing with a decimal or a fraction. By using general rules of adding and subtracting, we can solve for the probability of a complement if we are given the probability of an event by subtracting off the probability of the event from 1. Likewise, if we are given the probability of the complement, we can find the probability of the original event by subtracting the complement from 1. Complementary events are considered to be mutually exclusive. This means they cannot happen at the same time. Let's look at a couple of examples of how we can use complements to solve for the probability of a given event, where we have either decimals or values that we need to use fractions. First, here we have at Dutch Bros, the probability that someone will order a coffee drink is 0.288. We are asked to find the probability that someone will not drink a coffee drink. Notice that we are given a decimal value in our formula or in our example. So if we're given a decimal, we want to be able to use the decimal in our formula. We are asked to find the probability that a coffee drink is not ordered. We can use complements to be able to figure this out. So the probability that a coffee drink is not ordered is equal to 1 minus the probability that it was ordered. This yields 1 minus 0.288, or 0.217120. Notice that we always add the 0 on the end because our rounding rule for probability is 4 decimals. Even though the value that we would end up with has 3 decimals, we need to tack on the 0 so that way our final rounding has the appropriate number of decimal places. In the next example, we have a recent study of 256 out of 415 people say they do not like Skittles. We want to find the probability of selecting someone who says they do like Skittles. So notice we are given values where we are going to need to be able to create a fraction. When you are given a fraction or when you have to create a fraction, you want to make sure that when you're dealing with complements that you use the exact fractional value and not a rounded or an approximate value. In this case, to find the probability of someone who likes Skittles, we can use the complement of 1 minus the probability of someone who does not like Skittles. Using complements, this is the value of 1 minus 256 out of 415. This is also equal to the number of people who like Skittles as 159 out of the 415 that were studied. And this is equal then to the value of 0.3831 as our probability of someone who likes Skittles.